Good evening. I'd like to call this meeting of the Lammersville Unified Board of Education to order at 7 o'clock. Just a reminder, this meeting is being recorded and live streamed, so please silence or turn off your cell phones at this time. And if you could all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance led by Trustee Daniel. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Colin Clements,
Absent.
David Pombo,
Here.
Lisa Boulay,
Here.
Benita Daniel,
Here.
Stephanie Olson.
Absent.
Thank you.
Item 3, approval and/or corrections of the agenda.
There are none?
Move to approve the agenda. Second.
On a motion by Trustee Boulay and seconded by Trustee Daniel. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 3 ayes, 2 absent. Item 4, committee reports. District Advisory Committee, Trustee Boulay.
There is nothing to report.
District English Language Advisory Committee, Trustee Boulay.
Again, nothing to report.
Education Committee, nothing to report. Facilities Committee, nothing to report. Policy Committee, Trustee Daniel.
So we have a few updates for September 2022 and December 2022. And the first read is going to be there on July 19th, 2023.
Thank you. Safety Committee, on May 22nd, the Dress Code Subcommittee of the Safety Committee met and continued working on possible changes to the LUSD dress code policy. Wellness Committee, Trustee Daniel.
Nothing to report.
Thank you. Governing Board reports. Trustee Daniel.
On May 18th, I attended the TED Talks, the Epic Academy's annual expo. Did I say TED Talks? I'm sorry. On May 18th, I attended the Epic Academy's annual expo for the second year in a row. It was one event which I always cherish attending and carry the beautiful memories with me. Congratulations to all the students, the presenters, the teachers, and all the staff who motivated and encouraged them to soar to their great heights. So proud of this epic program. And congratulations to all the mentors who helped the internships. And the EPIC students presented their year-end reflections on the impressive skills they gained through their participation in their work-based learning program. So that was on May 18th, and in the evening, I attended Hanson's talent show. There were, I think, about 54 events that the principal mentioned that were performed by the kids, but it was very well organized. There were a lot of ASB volunteers who helped with bringing the piano at the right time and, helping with all the events. May 19th, I was so happy to attend the Student Hero Cape Awards and witness all the superheroes at Wickland Elementary School. It's such an inspiring manner to recognize all the kids, and Assistant Principal Heidi and Miss Annalisa were kind enough to include me as part of the superhero team, and they actually gave me a cape, a superhero cape, a Supergirl cape, and I have it. And I really wanted to wear it today, but I'm going to wear it the next board meeting. And so it was a great feeling. And congratulations to all the students and teachers, and I strongly believe that every single teacher, every admin staff, district staff, board member, parent and student, all of them deserve a cape. On May 21st, I attended the graduation ceremony of Namma Kannada Learning Program, which is a learning program under Sanokin Kannada Sangha. A lot of our students graduated, and Kannada is the second oldest language in the world after Sanskrit and Tamil. So it was great to be there and hand out certificates to all our LUSG students there. On May 24th, in the morning, I attended the Masters in Governance course for Human Resources and Collective Bargaining. It was definitely a good course. I learned a lot, and also I was able to relate to a lot of the information that was provided, and I'm looking forward to completing the course soon. On May 24th, the evening, I attended the Wickland graduation along with Trustee Dave Pombo and Dr. Nicholas. And on 25th, I attended the Questa graduation. And on 26th, I attended the Mountain House High School students graduation, which was awesome, as always, along with all our trustees. So congratulations to all the 8th grade graduates and also to our senior graduates. And there ends my report, President.
Thank you. Trustee Boulay.
Thank you. On May 22nd, I attended the High School Spring Sports Awards ceremony. And after the main ceremony in the gymnasium with all of the spring sports, then I attended the boys specific tennis awards ceremony. And I want to congratulate all the spring athletes who won awards, those who earned their varsity letter, and those who helped make their team an award-winning season. And really, our high school sports teams they continue to become stronger and more competitive, and we're doing really well. On May 24th, during the day, I attended the Wickland Grad Walk, and that was just such an exciting, energetic, fun event. I love that our district does this, not only for our seniors, but for the K-8 students who are seeing these kids who have made it through their K-12, K-8 school and then are finishing up with high school. And I think it's also good for the teachers and staff who are seeing these kids who are way taller and much more mature than they were just 4 years ago when they were in the K-8 school. So it was just a great event. And then May 24th in the evening, I attended the Lammersville promotion. On the 25th, I attended the Questa promotion. And on the 26th, I attended the high school graduation. And I want to congratulate all the students who graduated or were promoted. And I'm really excited to see what their future holds for them. I especially want to give a shout out to all the school admin teams, to the teachers who helped with the ceremonies, and our custodial staff who made sure that the areas were clean, the sites were set up, and to everyone else who had a hand in these ceremonies, because they were really great, very well organized ceremonies. And then yesterday, along with Dr. Nicholas, I was privileged to attend the County Board of Supervisors meeting in Stockton. They invited all of our state Science Olympiad teams to be recognized and honored. And so those teams included the middle school divisions from Hanson, Questa, and Wickland, as well as our high school team. The Board of Supervisors had some really kind words to say about the dedication of the team, the dedication of the coaches, and the passion and hard work for our students. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. On May 18th, I also attended the Epic Expo at Mountain House High School. And then in the evening, I attended the Lammersville Elementary Open House, as well as the Questa Elementary Open House. Luckily, they were at two different times, so that worked out. On May 19th, I attended the Bethany Elementary School third grade wax museum. Always entertaining seeing kids trying to stand still and imitating people from history, historical personalities. On May 20th and 21st, I participated in my first CSBA delegate assembly in Sacramento. It was interesting. I didn't really know what to expect, but it was enjoyable. I think I'll get more out of it next time when I have a better idea of what's going on. On May 22nd, I attended the Safety Committee Subcommittee on the dress code that I mentioned earlier, and then later in the day, along with Superintendent Nicholas and Trustee Olson, I attended the 2x2x2 meeting with the CSD. On May 24th, I had the pleasure of being involved in the Wickland 8th grade promotion ceremony, and on the 25th, the Altamont promotion ceremony. They were both very well run, and enjoy seeing the kids who are getting ready to go to Mountain House High School next year. On the May 26th, I was on stage, I put here for the 8th time to celebrate graduation from Mountain House High School. And then when I was reading it, I realized that COVID cheated me out of being on stage one of those 8 years, but I've been involved in the graduation for all 8 years. And it's always a prideful time seeing kids who, many of whom have gone through our district from kindergarten through graduating from high school, and now they're ready to move on to the next stage of their life. On May 30th, I attended the CSBA Capital Advisors Budget Workshop at the County Office of Ed in Stockton, and it wasn't quite as bad as I expected as far as what we might expect for state funding. Of course, we're not going to know until sometime in October or November when the state sees how much taxes they have actually collected, but it sounds like it might not be quite as bad as I feared. And on May 31st, I attended the Staff Appreciation Luncheon at Mountain House High School, and it was nice seeing all the staff that were there now that they don't have kids to deal with. And that concludes my report. Item 6, receiving of public comments. The entire board appreciates hearing from members of the community. Sorry about that. The entire board appreciates hearing from members of the community and the public at large. The board shall give members of the public an opportunity to address the board either before or during the board's consideration of each agenda item. At a time so designated on the agenda, members of the public may also bring before the board matters that are not listed on the agenda of a regular meeting. The board may refer such a matter to the superintendent or designee or take it under advisement, but shall not take action at that time. The board may place the matter on the agenda of a subsequent meeting for discussion or action. Individual speakers shall be allowed 3 minutes to address the board on each agenda or non-agenda item. The board shall limit the total time for public comment on each item to 20 minutes. I see no blue cards. Would anyone in the audience like to make a public comment at this time? Seeing none, we shall move on to item 7, consent items for consideration. Governing board meeting minutes, contracts under $50,000, ratification of 2022-2023 new hires, ratification of 2023-2024 new hires, ratification of resignations, updated fundraisers, acceptance of donations, one being 8 large metal numbers for Lammersville Elementary School's 8th grade promotion backdrop from Jennifer Hunt, estimated value $2,000, and 2 being a $50 gift card from Safeway Inc. to purchase self-care supplies for Cordis Elementary School. Would any member of the board like to pull any of these items for individual discussion? If not, I will entertain a motion.
Move to approve the consent items for consideration.
Second.
On a motion by Trustee Boulay and seconded by Trustee Daniel. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries with 3 ayes and 2 absent. Number 8, oh, I almost forgot.
Thank you. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome our new hires to Lammersville for the 2022-2023 school year. I'd like to welcome Alma Slinick-Morley, Administrative Assistant 1, and for the 2023-2024 school year, Scott Coburn, Self-Contained Classroom Teacher, Kelly DeLong, Coordinator of Special Education, Katrina Fry, Special Education Teacher, Maria Gamboa, Coordinator of Special Education, Sarah Ganadan, 7th and 8th grade math teacher, Daniel Guy, Special Education Teacher, Evan Hamilton, Self-Contained Classroom Teacher, Erica Hart, Self-Contained Classroom Teacher, Mary Lindsay, Coordinator of Curriculum, Instruction, and Programs, Lexi McCoy, Self-Contained Classroom Teacher, Renee Messick, Self-Contained Classroom Teacher, Parul Mota, Self-Contained Classroom Teacher, Danita Wallace, 7th and 8th grade English teacher, and Grit Walther, Self-Contained Classroom Teacher. Welcome to all of those new hires to the Lammersville family.
Thank you. Now moving on to item 8, District Administrative Report, Superintendent's Report. Dr. Nicholas.
Yeah, just a couple of brief items here for the superintendent's report. Today was the first day of our second round of Drive to 9,000 trainings with 7 new cohorts of district administrators and leaders and team leaders. So here are just a couple of pictures. In total, I think we had 31 people in the training. So this is the whole group and the introductory beginning of it. And then they did activities all morning. It was a 2-hour training that led into breakout sessions for 3 cohorts and 4 cohorts tomorrow, or the 9th will also go through them. So these are your teams, and you can see everyone there, from new administrators to coordinators to IT personnel, principals, and some district office officials. And so we had a very good first session. I want to thank everybody for their participation. And then the only other item is it's already on the agenda, but I just want to say again, in 2 weeks on Tuesday the 6th, or on Tuesday 6/20, there's a special board meeting, and that's because every year annually we do a hearing for the LCAP, and we do a hearing for the budget, and that gives a little extra time for our budget team to do what they have to do to close out the books. And so I just want to remind the board that that's the case. And that is my presentation.
Thank you. Item B, District Maintenance and Operations Report. Mr. LeGrand.
Good evening, thanks for having me. Graduations and promotions went really well for us this year. There were no major issues, so I want to give kudos to my staff for all their efforts in making all this possible. So kudos to all of them. With school out, the custodial staff's hard at work with our deep cleaning for the summer. We only have about 9 weeks to get everything done. School starts August 3rd. And we're having to work around summer school and the ELOT program. The only school that may be a challenge is Questa. They're using over half the rooms at that school for both those programs this summer. So we may have to defer some items to the fall break or winter break to get some things done there. The pool's being difficult this week again. Both the heaters are down. They started repair this afternoon, and they'll be back in the morning to finish. The solar's working, and it's holding temperature around 80 degrees. I was there about 3 o'clock, and the temperature was 81 degrees, so it's still usable, but it's being temperamental this week. Updating our projects, the main gym, the painting and refinishing at the high school, it was complete last Wednesday. We updated some lines and the blue color on the end lines and the base lines. The athletic director was nice to give me a shirt, actually mailed to the company. They color matched off the royal blue football shirt. That's the colors on the floor now. And I have a quart of paint for touch-ups if we should ever need it. The floor turned out well, so that project was a success. The freezer installs at Bethany and Questa. The Bethany freezer is fully assembled. The electricians are there this week. They're pulling wire from the building to the condenser, and they're pulling the wire for the lights down the middle of the freezer. They should be done the electrical by the end of this week. And then I could call the company out there at the fire condenser and start the freezer units. So that'll be done. Quest said they started assembling today. They got all the walls up, floors in. They're coming back tomorrow to do the roof and set the condenser in the back of the unit, and that'll be done. Should be done with that tomorrow. And then when the electrician's done at Bethany, I'm going to slide them over to Quest and start doing the wiring over there. So that'll be next week. The fencing at Lammersville, we did a site walk on the 31st with a contractor, just where the gates are, what's going where, the whole thing, walked the whole site. The trees are removed that we had, the mulberry trees are taken out. The grounds crews have been out there all week, clearing the fence line, the north fence line and the west line. There's a lot of debris, years, years and years of debris. And the contractor needs 2-3 feet on each side of the fence to get the fence in, so we're doing that. They've been out there all week doing that. They're gonna be out there probably the rest of the week getting that all done. There's a lot of stuff out there. The materials are shown for the fencing on Monday. Demolition starting on Monday. And they told me the project will be complete before school starts in August, so good news there. Carpet and flooring at Bethany, work started on the 30th. They finished the 500 wing today. We are going over in the morning to help the custodian move the furniture in the 600 wing. We're gonna start on demoing all that flooring tomorrow. So that'll take another week and a half to get that done. And then once that's done, we have the 2 band rooms in the front and the little lobby in front that goes into the multi-purpose room with the lovely orange and teal tile. That's gonna be taken out. Expect that project to be done by the end of this month. About 3 more weeks probably. The remodel room 25 for the SARB conference room, we demoed the old walls in there. The new wall's been framed. The sheetrock's almost done. Insulation is complete. It has to be soundproof. So we're running the sheetrock above the ceiling grid to kind of keep privacy issues going on from the front or there. We'll need to tape and texture paint and then put new carpet in. Hopefully have that done by the first part of next week. Mayor and I are working on that one. So Mayor from the Maintenance Department. So. The CalShape work is gonna happen this summer, so waiting for the thermostats on that. And then staffing, our warehouse person, a long-awaited warehouse person started on Monday. He's actually a Mountain High School grad, so that's good news. And he's doing a good job so far. We had a delivery the other day and a big truck pulled in and I said, "You need help?" And he's forklift certified, jumped on the forklift, and I went and did something else. So that was fantastic, I love that. One of our floaters, took the position here in the PDC, so we're gonna backfill her position. She's doing a good job so far. And we have 6 openings. 3 of them are at Casa, and then we have the lead custodian at Cordis, and we have her floater position, which I just mentioned, and we still have the Tuesday through Saturday position at the high school. I sent some names over to HR this evening before I came to the meeting. We're gonna try and interview for those positions next week and get those filled. And that's it. Happy to answer any questions.
I don't have any questions. I happened to be at the high school last week and saw the gymnasium floor just as they were doing touch-up, and it looks really good, very impressive.
Thank you, Doc. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
President, I do have a question for the superintendent. So I understand ELOP, this is the first year we are working on it. So is there any way you can provide us an update once it's done as to how it went, like how the programs were, what were the most, enjoyed by the kids?
Absolutely, no problem. Right now, we're in this summer scramble, so it just kind of went live. We had a successful launch with hiccups, as you would expect. We'll give a comprehensive one with the numbers, but the total number of signups and the total number of kids that showed up dropped significantly, which is what we expected. But I can see Assistant Superintendent Sharp over there already writing notes for her PowerPoint. That will come. Do you think on the June 21st, that would give us enough time to give an ELOP report, or would you like to wait until the July report? Okay, so we'll have one for you in July.
Thank you.
Moving on to item 9, action items. Item A, consider approval of the 2023-2024 inter and intra-district transfer requests. I will entertain a motion.
Move to approve 2023-2024 inter and intra-district transfer request.
Second.
A motion by trustee Daniel and seconded by trustee Boulay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries with 3 ayes and 2 absent. Item B, consider approval of facilities usage for installation of window coverings at Altamont and Cuesta Elementary Schools. Total cost $64,880. Staff report?
Yes, so this was a facilities subcommittee recommendation when we strongly recommended. I know people have been patient there at both schools, so we recommend approval.
Move to approve the facilities usage fees for installation of window coverings at Altamont and Cuesta Elementary Schools. Total cost $64,880.
Second.
On a motion by trustee Boulay and seconded by trustee Daniel. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries with 3 ayes and 2 absent. Item C, consider approval of Aries SIS renewal agreement for Students Information System and Parents Communication Services, grades TK to 12th in the 2023-2024 school year, $98,480.40. Staff report?
Yes, we have a slight discrepancy of $10 between what's in the packet and what's written here. The correct amount is $98,480.40. I'm sorry, hold on a second. $490. Sorry, I should have put my glasses on. So this is what I get. Yeah, that's a 9. $490.40. Student information system is the heart and the soul of the information systems that we do here in the district. They're crucial for the entire operation.
And what is the extra $10 for? Unless there are any questions, I will entertain a motion.
Move to approve Aries SIS renewal agreement for Students Information System and Parent Communication Services, grades TK to 12th in 2023-2024 school year, $98,490.40.
Second.
On a motion by trustee Daniel and seconded by trustee Boulay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries with 3 ayes and 2 absent. Item D, consider approval of the 2023-2024 outdoor education science camp agreements for LUSD K-8 school sites. Staff report?
Yes, this is our annual bringing forward of the science camp group. I will also tell the board that Costa, it will come later, but they are on a wait list to be identified for science camp. So we recommend approval.
Move to approve the 2023-2024 outdoor education science camp agreements for LUSD K-8 school sites 1 through 7.
Second.
On a motion by trustee Boulay and seconded by trustee Daniel, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries with 3 ayes and 2 absent. Item E, consider approval of declaration of need of fully qualified educators for the 2023-2024 school year. Staff report?
Yes, we do this every year. This approval will allow us to hire interns.
Move to approve the declaration of need of fully qualified educators for the 2023-2024 school year.
Second.
On a motion by trustee Boulay and seconded by trustee Daniel, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries with 3 ayes and 2 absent. Item F, consider approval of the 2023-2024 Lammersville Unified School District Facilities Use Policy Handbook. Staff report?
Yes, every year this kind of completes the process. And so we have a board subcommittee on facilities. Staff, Mr. Harrison, sits on the committee. Throughout the year, there's all kinds of actions and decisions and requests from the community. At the end of the year, it's reviewed at the subcommittee and then brought forward for formal ratification, any changes of substance to the manual. So this manual are the rules of engagement that the board is directing staff to enforce, and we recommend approval. It's followed the process correctly.
Move to approve the 2023-2024 Lammersville Unified School District Facility Use Rental Policy Handbook.
Second.
Questions or comments by the board? All in favor? Oh, wait a minute. On a motion by trustee Daniel and seconded by trustee Boulay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries with 3 ayes and 2 absent. Item G, consider approval of new classified unrepresented job description and salary schedule, student apprentice, effective 6/1/2023. Staff report?
Yes, we had a brainchild to create an intern program with students, a student intern program, and it went so well that we more quickly went to the second half of our plan, which was to create a paid student apprentice program. And so with board approval of this job description, we will have students or recently former students have the opportunity to be paid to work in a capacity in our district.
Move to approve the new classified unrepresented job description and salary schedule, student apprentice, effective 6/1/2023. And I was really excited reading this, and I was glad that we're doing this for our students, and I think it'd be great for our district as well.
And kudos to Karen Perez. I forgot she kind of took this and ran with it and turned it into gold.
I second, and thank you for that thought. I remember when you were presenting about the EPIC Academy, when you were here on the speaker, you did share that you wanted the intern program to extend just beyond EPIC Academy kids, and I think your thought process is now in action. So thank you.
Yes, I think it's a very, very worthy cause, and I'm excited to see more kids get involved in it, because I think the kids that were involved in it this year got a lot out of it. I will entertain a motion. Oh, I did get a motion and a second. On a motion by trustee Boulay and seconded by trustee Daniel, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries with 3 ayes and 2 absent. Item H, consider approval of the 2023-2024 contracts with non-public agencies for 8 licensed vocational nurses not to exceed $546,000. Staff report?
Yes, this will approval will allow us to get our needed staffing of LVNs.
Move to approve 2023-2024 contracts with non-public agencies for 8 licensed vocational nurses not to exceed $546,000.
Second.
On a motion by trustee Daniel and seconded by trustee Boulay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries with 3 ayes and 2 absent. Item I, consider approval of contracts with non-public agencies for 4 registered behavioral technicians for the 2023-2024 school year. Total cost $284,142. Staff report?
Again, similarly, this is the behavioral technicians that we need for next year.
Move to approve the contracts with non-public agencies for 4 registered behavior technicians for the 2023-2024 school year. Total cost $284,142.
Second.
On a motion by trustee Boulay and seconded by trustee Daniel, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries with 3 ayes and 2 absent. Item J, consider approval of contract with Ascend Rehab Services, Inc. for 2 speech and language pathologists for the 2023-2024 school year. Total cost $273,600. Staff report?
Similarly to the previous 2, this is our speech and language pathologist needs for next school year.
Move to approve the contract with Ascend Rehab Services, Inc. for 2 speech and language pathologists for the 2023-2024 school year. Total cost is $273,600.
Second.
On a motion by trustee Daniel and seconded by trustee Boulay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries with 3 ayes and 2 absent. Item K, consider approval of contract with Cayo Autism Therapy LLC for intensive individual services for the 2023-2024 school year. total cost $88,810. Staff report?
Yes, this is an IEP-driven recommendation for the needs of one student.
Move to approve the contract with CAIO Autism Therapy LLC for intensive individual services for the 2023-2024 school year. Total cost $88,810.
Second.
On a motion by trustee Boulay and seconded by trustee Daniel, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries with 3 ayes and 2 absent. Item L, consider approval of contract with Fagan, Friedman, and Fullfrost LLP for special education legal services for the 2023-2024 school year, not to exceed $95,500. Staff report?
Yes, this will serve as our SPED advisory and legal contract for the year, next year.
Move to approve contract with Fagan, Friedman, and Fullpros LLP for special education legal services for 2023-2024 school year, not to exceed $95,500.
Second.
On a motion by trustee Daniel and seconded by trustee Boulay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries with 3 ayes and 2 absent. Item M, consider approval of contract with Summa Academy LLC for specialized academic instruction for a student for the 2023-2024 school year. Total cost $82,680. Staff report?
Yes, this is an IEP-driven recommendation for one student.
Move to approve the contract with Summa Academy LLC for specialized academic instruction for a student for the 2023-2024 school year. Total cost $82,680.
Second.
I have a question for the superintendent on this one and item K. These are both for individual students, as you mentioned. And the state doesn't pay us for these services, right? This money's come out of the general fund, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. We call it a contribution from the general fund.
Very well. Now I forgot who moved and who seconded.
I think I moved.
On a motion by trustee Daniel, or by trustee Boulay and seconded by trustee Daniel, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries with 3 ayes and 2 absent. Item, now I lost my place. Item N, consider approval of contract with CDW Government for annual renewal of Go Guardian licenses for the 2023-2024 school year. Total cost $52,929.10. Staff report?
Yes, this is a student monitoring system and technology that we use to make sure our students in their technology-based learning are on the right websites doing the right thing.
Move to approve the contract with CDW Government for annual renewal of Go Guardian licenses for the 2023-2024 school year. Total cost $52,929.10.
Second.
On a motion by trustee Daniel and seconded by trustee Boulay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries with 3 ayes and 2 absent. Item O, consider approval of governing board resolution 22-23-11, awarding agreement for lease of copiers on vendor's prior contract with another public agency. Staff report?
Yes, this is a piggyback contract. This resolution will allow us to piggyback on an existing agreement and which drives down the cost for us. We recommend board approval on this for our copier needs.
Move to approve Governing Board Resolution 22-23-11, awarding agreement for lease of copiers on vendor's prior contract with another public agency.
Second.
On a motion by trustee Boulay and seconded by trustee Daniel. Roll call vote, please.
Lisa Boulay,
Aye.
Colin Clements,
Absent.
Benita Daniel,
Hi.
Stephanie Olson,
Absent.
David Pombo.
Aye. Item P, consider approval of the additional targeted support and improvement ATSI plan for Altamont Elementary, Cordes Elementary, Hanson Elementary, Cuesta Elementary, and Wickland Elementary. Staff report?
Yes, this is an example of the state of California's good intentions that are executed in a way that lacks common sense. They have two measures for the accountability associated with the ATSI related to, I think it's attendance and behavior. And there's an elementary one and a high school one, or I'm sorry, a middle school one and an elementary one, and they have no measure for K-8s. So they applied the elementary measure to the school sites listed here, and they didn't meet the elementary school measure. Had there been a K-8 measure or a middle school measure, they would not be on this list. So because they don't have a K-8 model, our staff at the school sites had to do this additional plan because of a lack of foresight for K-8 programs. With that said, we didn't meet the mark for this measure, and these are the plans that need to be approved by the board.
Clarifying question.
Yes.
Are you suggesting that the state of California lacks common sense on occasion?
I said that, sir, with conviction.
And I have a question for our CSBA representative. Is this something that, a change that we could propose?
I can certainly work on that.
Okay. So that it will eliminate some unnecessary work and make the data more accurate for subpopulations?
I can certainly look into it. I'm not sure that the state in its wisdom will care if it saves anybody time or not. I can certainly ask. And we do not have a motion, I don't believe.
I have a question. So
Yes.
is this plan already in place, or was it in place, or yet to?
So as I understand it, this is new. They gave the sanction. They said what we had to do. We did what they said we had to do. And one of the things we have to do is have the board approve them. So once you approve them, then we would apply what we are intended to do to improve the attendance measures, and hopefully that will work.
Thank you. Move to approve the additional targeted support and improvement ATSI plans for Altamont Elementary, Cordes Elementary, Hanson Elementary, Cuesta Elementary, and Wickland Elementary.
Second.
On a motion by trustee Daniel and seconded by trustee Boulay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries with 3 ayes and 2 absent. Item Q, consider approval of state plan for student achievement where did I get an A? SPSA for Lammersville Elementary School. Staff report.
Yes, this is our one lone Title I school. This is a requirement for title-funded programs, and this is, we recommend board approval.
Move to approve the site plan for student achievement, SPSA, for Lammersville Elementary School.
Second.
On a motion by trustee Boulay and seconded by trustee Daniel, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries with 3 ayes and 2 absent. Item 10, information and discussion items. Item A, CSBA Annual Education Conference. Staff report?
Yes, we're in the process of signing everyone up for CSBA conference. Noel has been reaching out or will be reaching out. There is one question. There is some interest by some board members of going Tuesday night. And so we wanted to make that an available opportunity for any board member that would like to go Tuesday night. There's pre-conference activities. And then if not, then Wednesday would be the day. So either way. Is there anything else I need to add?
Is the agenda already posted on the website so we can see what the pre-conference activities are? Okay, I'll look at that before I decide Tuesday versus Wednesday. Thank you.
Item B, Evelyn Costa grand opening. Staff report?
Yes, so we have scheduled July 19th at 3 p.m. for the Costa ribbon cutting ceremony, and this one will not just be 6 people. So we'll be able to have a real crowd and everything else. Trustee Clements and Olson have already said they can attend at that time and on that date. So if that works for the rest of the board, then we will lock that in and that will be it.
I should be able to be there.
It works for me.
You said 3 p.m.
Correct.
I'll be there.
We will try to have a microphone this time.
That would be wise. And if you can get them to tame the wind down a little bit, that would be fun too.
Absolutely.
Item 11, calendar. Tuesday, June 20th is a special governing board meeting at 6:30 p.m. here at the district office boardroom. Wednesday, June 21st is the next regularly scheduled board meeting at 7 p.m. here in the district office boardroom. In just a moment, we will be adjourning to closed session where we will discuss public employee discipline dismissal, release complaint, Government Code 54957, conference with real property negotiators, Government Code 54956.8, conference with legal counsel anticipated litigation, Government Code Section 54956.9. Item D, public employee appointment, employment evaluation superintendent, Government Code 54357.6. I will entertain a motion.
Move to adjourn to closed session.
Second?
On a motion by Trustee Boulay and seconded by Trustee Daniel. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries with 3 ayes and 2 absent. Thank you all for coming this evening.
You.